Hi, remember me? Hello?
I'm back, Ken.
Good, Lauren Kent's here.
Why should I talk to you now, Mr. Molansky?
Either here and now, Ms. Kent, or on the witness stand under oath.
Suppose I just disappear.
We'll find you. And then you can explain to Lieutenant Brock what you were doing at the Westbrook mansion impersonating a police officer.
My name is Lauren Kent. I'm a PI. Here's my license. I've known Alana since I was a kid. I did a couple of jobs for her, and then she hired me on a permanent basis.
What were you working on?
She had me checking out some of her employees. Alana wasn't exactly what you'd call a trusting person.
Your employer is dead. Why are you still investigating?
I want to find out who killed her.
You don't think it was her husband?
No. For some inexplicable reason, Arthur loved her.
Why do you care who it was?
2 reasons. One noble, one not so noble. First, I have this old-fashioned idea that anyone who commits a murder should be punished. Call me crazy.
And second?
If I solve this case, I'll never have to hustle for another job. I'll be famous, and like Mr. Perry Mason, the jobs will come to me.
Does it work that way, Ken?
Look, Mr. Mason, we both believe that your client is innocent. Maybe we can help each other. Have you spoken to Harley Griswold?
Why?
Alana was worried about him. Seems he has a temper. Seems he's dangerous when he's crossed.
Well, he doesn't look very dangerous.
Mr. Mason, you of all people ought to know just how deceiving looks can really be.
That's very true, Ms. Kent. Isn't that so, Mr. Molansky?
Mr. Mason,
Mr. Griswold.
you're sitting at my table.
Yes, I know. Won't you sit down? Sit down.
Thank you.
Beverly Courtney, this is the famous Perry Mason who is attempting to pull dear old Arthur's fat out of the fire.
How do you do?
Do tell us about Arthur's struggle for justice. Must be an uphill battle.
All struggles are uphill.
Dear Arthur has such a charming personality that I'm afraid most people would be quite happy to see him in jail, innocent or not.
How about you, Mr. Griswold? Do you think he's innocent or not?
Well, even if he did kill Alana, who'd blame him? She treated him badly. Very, very badly. Everybody knew it.
And you? Did she treat you very badly?
We had our ups and downs.
Oh, Harley, you're being too kind. Why, the woman was a monster. You should have heard the way she spoke to him. I never would have put up with it.
Anything further, Mr. Mason?
Perhaps now is not the time.
Oh, you can say anything you want in front of Beverly. God knows I always do.
Go ahead, Mr. Mason. I love a little scandal.
All right. Is it true you were taking large sums of money from Alana Westbrook?
Who told you that?
Is it true?
Well, she gave me little gifts from time to time.
Gifts of cash?
Well, Alana was very generous.
That's how you live, isn't it?
Well, I accept the generosity of some of my devoted lady friends, yes.
So your falling out with Alana endangered your livelihood?
I think I should probably leave you two alone after all.
Thank you, Mr. Mason, for your exquisite sense of discretion.
My sense of discretion was your idea. Now, you left Alana's birthday party at about 10 o'clock. Where did you go then?
Home, which is where I'm going now. Good day, Mr. Mason.
Why don't we just say au revoir? I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again.
What's up?
I think I got us a killer. I told Harley Griswold that I have a photo of him sneaking back into the Westbrook house the night of the party. I also told him for $10,000 I'd sell him the negative instead of giving the photo to the police.
You can't do that. That's blackmail.
Not really, because there isn't any photo. But if he thinks there is and he tries to buy it, we've got our man.
Perry's gonna love this.
Well, it's a good thing we didn't ask his permission, isn't it?
Tell me something. Are you really as tough as you act?
Stick around and find out. Griswold told me that he'd get the money and he'd meet me at the Grillo Center parking lot at 10 p.m. tonight. All he's got to do is show, and we've got him.
Oh, yes. The original idea for Ingenue was mine. We met in Switzerland 20 years ago. I was in research and development, she in marketing for a Swiss cosmetics firm. We began working on an age-reversing skin product then.
Did she bring you to America?
Alana was obsessed with this research of mine. When she set her company up, she sent for me, made me her chief chemist. She'd be the first to tell you that my contribution to Ingenue was essential.
Unfortunately, she isn't in a position to tell us anything.
Unfortunately, no. 20 years I've worked on this project. And because my notes were destroyed, I can offer no proof of my contribution or even reconstruct the formula.
Alana destroyed your notes. Weren't you worried she might use that to cut you out of your share of the profits?
Alana was my friend. She always dealt honorably with me in the past. I trusted her implicitly.
Even though she had the only copy of your formula in her bedroom safe?
Yes.
You knew that's where it was.
She told me herself. Alana Westbrook trusted me, Mr. Mason, and I trusted her. I was probably the only person at the company she did trust.
What about Lauren Kent, Barbara Fox?
Lauren works part-time. But are you aware that Barbara Fox and Alana had a falling out the very afternoon she took the formula home?
Falling out over what?
Barbara had made some bad investments and covered them with company funds. When Alana found out, she threatened Barbara's career. If you're looking for a motive, Mr. Mason, possibly you should talk to Barbara Fox.
Ingenue projects millions in profits, Dr. Shell. That's plenty of motive for any number of people.
You okay?
Did you recognize the car?
Griswold.